We welcome you to another live edition of the Sports Box, brought to you by our sponsor, Showcase Sports in Hamilton. Showcase Sports for the elite athlete. And by our friends over at CrowdPlay. Download the free CrowdPlay app today and check them out at www.crowdplayapp.com for details. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cage My IQ. I'm your host, D-Bake. Joining with me today is one championship Atomweight contender, Denice Zamboanga. How's it going, Denice?
Hello, how are you? I'm doing great. Everything's good here.
Sounds good. As you know, they were supposed to have the Atomweight Grand Prix started tomorrow, but because of COVID issues, they had to postpone that for right now. How does it make you feel that they had to postpone it?
For me, it's fine for me because that's the way that I can prepare more or can do sharpen my techniques for the Grand Prix for the round one of the tournament.
When you heard about the Grand Prix, did it get you excited to know that you were going to compete with the best of the division in one tournament?
Yeah, of course. I'm like super pumped that I'm in the Grand Prix because I'm the one Filipina. There's a lot of female Filipina fighters, but I'm the one who chose by one championship. That's why I'm so grateful and happy that I belong to that competition.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a few minutes, but I just wanted to get started with the beginning of your life. How was it like growing up in the Philippines?
Growing up in the Philippines, I'm like normal girl there, like study, graduated in college, finished college, and work in a government office, and then work in NGO, like typical girl that I'm not really like like MMA girl, like since when I was young. No, I was like I started my career or choose my career when I was 20.
Now, how did you get introduced to MMA, and what did you like about it?
Actually, my brother influenced me into MMA, and I like about MMA is it helps me discipline myself, and it helps me to express more myself.
Now, I read that you made the comment that in your last karate fight, you got knocked out, and then it motivated you to not want to lose again. Is there any reason why, or were you just like, I don't like the feeling of losing, so I got to make sure I win every time, so I don't have to experience it again?
I'm sorry again. The signal is kind of weak.
I said, why did getting knocked out in your last karate fight motivate you so much to not lose again?
Yeah. It motivates me a lot because I don't want like thinking of losing. I don't like that feeling of losing, and I always want myself to win. Like, it helps me a lot to motivate me to do more, to let me to do more hard work in terms of training and everything.
Now, once you, of course, got to college, I saw that you had to balance both training and going to college. How was it like to balance training MMA and then going to school? And then what was your major?
For me, training while in college is kind of fun, but like when you're in college and you want to train. It's kinda hard because sometimes when I was in school, like I want to train, and then sometimes when I was in training, I want to go to school. So it's kinda, you know, it's hard to balance it because yeah, it's 50-50 what I like.
Well, I know I heard that you wanted to become a doctor, and then the reason you went away from it was because you didn't think you were going to be able to balance both being a doctor and training. Do you have any regrets not getting your degree as a doctor, or are you happy where you're at now with the fighting?
Me, I am happy for what I'm now today because my family really supports me on what I want. They really like 100% supporting me for what I'm doing, for what my career is.
I heard that your brother was one of the ones that started training you. How was that like to be trained by him?
It's really fun training with my brother because we always like when back home we always train together, we do sparring together, like brother and sisters, like having fun training. Like it's not you don't think that training is hard because you're training fun with your brother, laughing at each other while training.
How was it like to compete on the same card as him? And was it any different for your guys' coaches because you guys were both fighting the same night?
Sorry, the signal is choppy. The signal is so weak. Sorry.
I said, how was it for you guys to compete on the same card together? And was it any different for your coaches, knowing that you guys were both competing the same night?
Um, for us having a competing in the same card is great. We also fought before when we were in amateur. We fought before in the same card. That's why it's really nice. Like we both in the same training camp because we were fighting in the same card.
Did you ever envision yourself being this successful? And what was it your first reaction when you were offered a contract by a one championship?
At first, before they were really like contacting me, even when I'm in work, when I'm at work, they already contact me, and by that time I'm not really like full 100% committed on MMA. So when one championship contact me when to fight, I'm really happy because that's the biggest organization in the world. So I'm happy to be part of that organization.
Do you like how they run the weight cuts there? Like I've heard a lot of good things about how all the fighters loved how they do weight cuts compared to other organizations.
Mm-hmm. At first, when the first time that I competed in one championship, um, it's kind of hard for me because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to that kind of weight cutting. But after that, I realized that it's more safer and it's safe of the fighters. That's why after my first competition in one championship, I like the weight cutting.
Now, knowing that you're going to be competing in a Grand Prix tournament, are you preparing for it any differently than you would a regular fight, or is it the same way, just going one fight at a time?
For me, like fighting Grand Prix, I prefer fighting in Grand Prix than regular fight because that's the way that I can prove that I'm deserving the Atomweight title.
What's a typical training schedule like now, and has the postponement like put a wrench in everything?
The training schedule is like same as before, like morning training, afternoon training, and evening training. I'm still doing the conditioning still, but now I'm sharpening some of my techniques, some of the small details that were lacking to it, that I'm missing it. So yeah, we're sharpening some of that small details that I'm missing.
Have they told you at all anything about when they might reschedule the tournament?
Not yet. They haven't heard, but I think they will do it like next month, because I think next month the lockdown in Singapore will be end.
Gotcha. Now, with that being said, are you still going hard in training, or are you like right now until you find out the date? Or are you just kind of going at like a even keel speed?
Me, I don't do hard training now because it might I might get injured, like when I do hard training. I just do what's the regular training that the marathon is doing.
Now, how are you with the quarantine? And I know when you go to Singapore, you have to quarantine for a couple weeks. Do you have a routine for it, or do you just go there and then just do what you need to do?
Yeah, I don't have routine yet, and I don't know how to figure out how can I train or work out there. But I think I'm gonna figure out when they gave me the schedule of the fight.
One question I have for you about the tournament: what makes you the favorite to win the tournament over all the other women?
Sorry.
What makes you the favorite to win the tournament over all the other women?
Oh, I don't know. Some of the people saying that I have the chance to be in the final, but most of I no, not most of, all of them are great fighters. All of them are really hard picked by one championship. So I think that tournament will be hardest among all of us.
Now, knowing that you train and then you do MMA, what are some of your hobbies outside of the sport that get you away from it?
Me, what's my hobby? I don't know. Beside eating and training, no, I just train, and I don't usually go outside or do some of the, because I don't know. Maybe when I was in Philippines, I was doing different hobby, but here in Thailand it's kind of I just focus on my training here.
Next question: what are your goals in the company, and where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
My goal is to get the World Grand Prix belt and to become a World Atomweight champion.
What have you seen with your first opponent in the Grand Prix that you feel like you've had to train for? Like, what's her strength, and then what do you need to do to prepare for that?
For me, I know that she's really good with her hands. She's very good in her hands. Her wrestling defense is good. Her jiu-jitsu is good. So I think I need to work on those different things. That all those things that she's really good. But I think I can go with her. It's either by hands or by feet.
Did you get a chance to watch the Atomweight bout a couple weeks ago? The fighting one with Ritu Fogat and B Win? And did you see anything that you liked in that fight?
Yeah, I've watched them last time. Um, I don't know what to say about the fight. It's really close. Ritu and Killer B really did a great job, but I think one of them really deserves to be in the Grand Prix.
Is there anybody in the tournament that you hope that you get to face after your first fight?
Um, I think the I think Mei Yamaguchi should be in there, or Jihin, because they fought in one championship a lot of times, so I think they should be in there.
Is there anybody in the world, not including one, that you look forward to facing in the future?
I don't know any Atomweight fighters outside one championship. Really. Beside other organization, I really don't know any other fighters outside one championship. Sorry.
Could you do you see yourself fighting in one championship for the rest of your career, or could you see yourself trying out other organizations?
Me, I want to focus in one championship. I think I can see myself fighting in one championship for the rest of my life. I like one championship.
That's good. One of my last questions. Do you see yourself at Atomweight, or do you have any wants to move up in weight classes in the future?
Maybe I could decide it when in future, because right now my walking weight is too low for the straw weight. Maybe in the future.
And last question: what is your favorite fight that you've had so far in your career?
Sorry.
What is your favorite fight that you've had in your career up until now?
Yeah, my favorite part was my fight with Mei Yamaguchi. Yeah, because that was short notice fight, and I think the most of the fight that I did, that's the best fight that I've been in my career.
And then last thing that I have for you, how is it like working for a guy like Chatri? And then have you ever had a chance to talk to him?
Um, the last time that I've talked to him was the last. The last. When is that? Before I fight with Mei Yamaguchi, he told me that when I win when I win this fight, I'm gonna fight in in world title, Atomweight title.
How are his speeches? I hear he gives great motivation speeches before each card. That's all I hear. That's all I hear is he gets really pumped up, and it just gets everybody going.
Yeah. Yeah. I also saw his post about the Grand Prix that I have the chance to be champion in Grand Prix. That's really good.
Yeah. How does your family feel about your career so far and how well you're doing?
Sorry.
How well? How does your family feel about how well you're doing with your career so far?
Of course, my family is very happy of what I'm doing now, but it's hard to train or live away from your family. Like, I was training here, yeah, I'm doing good here, training and sharpening my skills, but it's really hard to be away from your family. It's kind of homesick sometimes, but this is what it is.
Yeah, I would like to thank you so much for coming on here with me today. I know you have a lot of training that you've been doing with the Grand Prix, and then now you're just waiting for to hear the rescheduled date. But I wish you the best of luck. I know you're one of the favorites, and I hope you win the tournament.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yep. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Once again, that was Atomweight Grand Prix contender Denice Zamboanga. We will be waiting to see when they reschedule the Grand Prix, but she's definitely the favorite to win the tournament. Once again, I am your host, D-Bake. This is Cage by IQ, the best place for MMA content. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel to find out all of our content on there. And then we have preview, recap videos for each sport. And then we also do interviews just like this one with Denice from One Championship. And then just check out all of our stuff so you don't miss a beat, as always. And then you can use promo code SportsBoxShow20 at checkout to receive 20% off your next purchase at 99 Jersey. They are a new sponsor. If there's a jersey that you like for basketball, baseball, football, or even if you like the Mighty Ducks or Toon Squad, 99 Jersey is the place to go. Don't forget to use promo code SportsBoxShow20 at checkout to receive 20% off your next purchase. And don't forget to let them know Cage by IQ sent you. Once again, though, this was the interview with Denice Zamboanga. I'm your host, D-Bake, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for watching this episode of Cage My IQ on the Sports Box. Please remember to follow us on all of our social media outlets. On Facebook at SportsBox Show, Twitter at SportsBox Show, Instagram at The SportsBox Show. Find us on YouTube and join Outside the Box, our Facebook sports discussion group. The Sports Box is brought to you by our sponsor, Showcase Sports in Hamilton. Showcase Sports for the elite athlete. And also our friends over at CrowdPlay. Download the free CrowdPlay app today and use promo code THEBOX at sign up for 10 free points. Thank you for joining us.